We're now at round 16, where we crochet in our petals. We crochet them into the head of Ophelia. Ophelia looks like this, and the petals are nicely inside round 16. We do that by crocheting 4 stitches, depending on your tension and yarn, of course. So check where the middle will be of the petals. So I have done 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches. Now I take the first big petal, positioning it in a way that the good side is towards the head. Then when you see it afterwards, it will be clean and you will see the nice side. I position it in a way that I can go through the first stitch of the petal and the next stitch on my head. I crochet them together, and I do this for 4 stitches. Always 1 stitch in the petal and 1 stitch in the hand. Okay, when I've done my 4 stitches, it should look like this. Now I take my top petal, and as you can see here, the top petal is behind the big petals. To do that, you position the petal again with the good side towards the head and the wrong side with all those little rest pieces towards you. Now, you put this behind the big petal and you go through the first stitch of the top, the next stitch of the big petal, and also the next stitch of the head. So you're now going through 3 layers: top petal, big petal, and head. You crochet for 2 stitches till the big petal is done. Okay, now you've crocheted in the big petal completely, so 6 stitches, and you've started to crochet in the top petal. You do just the top petal and the head for 2 stitches. Okay, 1 and 2. And now we need to crochet in the second big petal. So we take the big petal, slide it underneath the top one. So basically the exact opposite of before. We go through the next stitch of the top petal, the first stitch of the big petal, and the head. So again, 3 layers. We go through that. Then the last stitch of the top petal. So this one is completely crocheted in now, as you can see. And we continue with the rest of the big petal. So 1, 2. I like to check where the next stitch is because sometimes I go in the same stitch twice. And now we've arrived to the last stitch. Okay. There are a lot of leftover yarns in the moment, but that's not a problem. I will show you how these can be easily knotted inside the head. There we go. From the front, all 3 petals nicely crocheted inside. Okay, and you've crocheted in your 3 petals. And now you go, oh my word, I have to weave in all these ends. Don't worry, it's not actually as bad as you think. We can go step by step. Go through the stitch. Here, you can go through the green one and pull your yarn inside. And once it's inside, you can knot it and just let it disappear in the head. I'll do this with the top petal for now so you can see. Yeah. If you have a small crochet hook, you could also pull it inside with a small crochet hook. I like to use a needle because it's quicker for me. Okay. Okay, these are all the yarns from the top petal. What I do now, I just knot them together. Like this. Pink yarn. From the big petal underneath, I'm not going to use that. The green and the white. Here. These 6 yarns can now just disappear inside the head, just tucking them in. You see how easy that was? You can't see it from the front. You can't see it from the back. You can just crochet normally. And that's it. Okay, let me do that with the rest. I might speed it up, so we'll see. inside. Now knot them. There's a P inside. You could knot more than one. Let's knot these three. It's quicker this way, no? You see how neat this looks now? And they are secure as well. I will take the last pieces and do this with a photo so I can explain the same thing in the pattern. And then I come back and I will crochet one more row with you to show you that it's really no problem. Okay, I'm back. I've now knotted everything and put it inside. Look how neat it is without sewing at all. And it's secure. Now I'm going to stuff the head. I like to use this kind of scissors because, well, I don't have the tiniest hands. So the nose. And the rest of the head. It's too much. No, it's not too much. Okay, round 17, a single crochet decrease. Here we go, the head. So, single crochet, decrease. I like to do a invisible decrease, which also makes it easier with the knots in the back because they are not in your way. Single crochet, decrease, you basically go through the front loops and crochet them together, which makes it harder to see and it's neater. Decrease, single crochet, sorry, decrease. I'm not sure how easy it's to see in the video. Okay. Single crochet. Decrease. See that the knots are not in your way at all if you do it like this. Single crochet. Decrease. Single crochet. I know it's a very labor-intensive project, but if I managed to make it a little less complicated or a little less work-intensive, I do try. Okay, so we are getting to the end of the head now. There we go. The back and the front all need And almost done. Oh, here's the middle. Sorry. Yeah, there we go. Ophelia's almost ready to put together. Here we are. All crocheted in.